Hey everyone, I got my August paper pumpkin box, so I wanted to jump on here live and share with you what I've created with it. Now, I'd seen the previews that Shelly, our founder, had created this Hope box for August, and I'm going to be completely honest, this so much surpassed my expectations. A lot of these paper pumpkin kits here lately have been doing that, and I've really been enjoying them. So here you can see a little preview of what the kit was designed to do. I have quite a few alternative ideas that I'll share with you in just a second and explain how I created them. Then we're going to create one together with kind of a fun technique. If you want to step it up a little bit, use the pieces of the kit in a little bit different way, I will show you how to do that with a card here in a couple of minutes. So I'll show you what the kit was designed to do here first. So this is the actual box that the kit comes in, and we got these extra pieces to create this belly band to slide around it that can be pulled on and off. So I can slide that on and off. And the idea is to create a hope box and to fill this with little treasures and trinkets and things that inspire hope that then I can pull it out when maybe I'm having a hard day or having a challenge with having faith and hope at, during a difficult time in life. Pull this out and maybe look at some special photos or things that will help to inspire me. So I think that's neat. It could also be a really neat gift box if you know somebody going through a hard time. It could be a really nice little box to put something in for them, some treats or some cards, and take to them to let them know you're thinking of them. So the envelopes are adorable as usual. I just love the envelopes that come with these paper pumpkin kits. And we got enough materials to make 3 of each of these cards. Now, I just made one of the cards as they were designed on the instructions. And I really like how Stampin' Up! Has updated these instructions. They're so much better than they used to be. Full color. There is a page dedicated to each project to help make it easier to figure out what to do with the pieces and parts of the kit. So there were enough materials for 3 of these. So we got the card bases, 3 of each of these, so 9 total. Card bases, the pieces to go on the front, tons of die cuts in this collection. I have a ton left over that I haven't even used. And then I'll show you the stamps here. I really like this stamp set, and I have this stamp removed. We're going to use this in a second, and I love this big one. Always hope, because because you never know what tomorrow will bring. And then just a note of hope. This one just says hope. Where there is hope, and then there's one over here that says there is faith. Where there is faith, miracles happen. Plus the butterflies and the little flowers. Really nice stamp set that I know I will get a lot of use out of. So let's look at these. This one, I absolutely love these. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that, I guess. So on this one, I just stamped that big greeting, and then we have these cute little die cuts to pop up the words hope and tomorrow with a few embellishments. This one had the piece of white that went on the background, and then the banner strips, a few little butterflies, and the embellishments. This one is really fun, and I'll show you a couple of ways to use these. So this is a big die cut overlay. There was a little bit of color printed on the white background, and then this one big die cut overlay with the pieces that I stamped these and then popped all of those up. But you can use these in a lot of different ways. So I'll show you here in just a second. Now, if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, I'll give a quick explanation quickly. Paper pumpkin is a craft kit that comes in the mail once a month. You can sign up to get it once. You can sign up and get it indefinitely until you change your mind. So it costs $22 a month. It includes the stamps, the ink, all the paper pieces, the instructions for a really neat craft project. So the color of the month this month for the ink was Blackberry Bliss. We got tons of die cuts. This is my leftover die cut pile here. Ribbon, we got sequins, we get the adhesives we need, which was really nice. Everything you need comes included. So if you're interested in subscribing, send me a comment below. I'll reply to it. You can also go to my website and sign up from there, scrappingstampingandstuff.com. If you search for paper pumpkin, you should find some of the past kits along with the sign up link. So let's take a look at these. I'll explain how I created each one. So on this one, this big floral die cut came inside of a piece of white that we were supposed to pop it out of to create the card that I showed you here. On this one, I decided not to pop that piece out, and I just attached the whole thing to the card, then attached a couple of those banners and the Hope die cut with some ribbon that I frayed the ends on. So I thought that one turned out nice. This one, I really like how this turned out. I just stamped the Hope stamp repeatedly across the background and then added the tag and a few embellishments. This one I thought was kind of fun. After I punched the banner strips out of this piece of paper, I thought, well, that's cute. I should use that for something. So I attached it onto the background. See these kind of patches of color on the background? I used the card. That's the card base that was designed for this card. So I attached the die cut piece on top of that, and then I used some of the different stamps to stamp some different greetings here. I will mention this Always Hope one down here is actually from this really large stamp, the Always Hope, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. I just inked up that top line, Always Hope, to fill in that spot right there. This one was very simple. I just stamped that big greeting with the little butterfly stamps added and a couple of the banners. This one, I will show you a little bit more about this here in just a second. This is the same card base that I used here, and I attached one of those overlays over the top. Here you can see one of them. These are just beautiful. And used my blending brushes to add some color over top. Then I removed this piece and added the tag and the embellishments. So let's take a look at how to do that. I will mention this, the paper pumpkin kits are always a surprise. We do get a little preview each month of what they look like. I know sometimes I hear from people that they want to know what's coming in the kit. So we do get little preview images that give you an idea of what it's going to be. If it's going to be flowery or bright or subtle or outdoorsy, you know, whatever the theme is going to be. And you always have the chance to pause it or put it on hold. If you see a preview and you're like, you know, I don't really love that, you can pause it, put it on hold, not get that one, wait and get the next month's kit. So that is something that I like to make sure people know. The other thing is that if you really don't like your kit, Stampin' Up! Will make it right. I've never had anybody who has complained and called, but I believe they may credit you a month or do something to make it right if you really, really don't like your kit. So if not knowing what comes each month has been holding you back from trying it out, just wanted to mention that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, this is one of these overlays. I'll show you what I did. And I have not cleaned this up, so you'll see all of my glue residue. This is my silicone craft sheet, and I used some of our Tombow glue, the little green bottle glue, put a blob here, laid this on here, and it was clean at the time, and then I just spread out that glue on my sponge. This is an old sponge that I've used a million times, as you can tell, and just lightly blotted that glue all over the back. I let that dry completely, and now it basically has removable adhesive on the back. So I'm going to lay this over this card base, which I've prepared with some of the pieces from the kit. And we are going to do wow, that's pretty. Oh, I sort of just want to leave it like that. Now I'm questioning my decision to, I was going to blend over top. You know what? We're going to leave it just like that. But to show you how I added that color on this card, and then I removed that overlay. So what I did, I just used the ink color of my choice, got a little bit on my blending brushes, which are one of my favorite tools, and get the excess color off on your scrap paper. And then you just start swirling and adding that color until you like how it looks. But sorry for the letdown. I don't know if that's a letdown or not, but I like this too much to cover that up with more ink. So now I have to change my whole plan because I was going to stamp this greeting over top. Let's find a piece. Here is one of my extra pieces from the kit. Nothing like stamping on the fly when I change my mind, right? I had added those different colors when I was blending that other card, and I just love that. I want to leave it just the way it is. Okay, so this, like I said, I just love this big stamp. I am going to trim this quickly down to size. And you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I cannot cover this piece up. So we need something smaller. Let me bring in some small tags. Let's create a different one. We are just completely changing what's going on here. I think I'll stamp this little one. I really like this little stamp right here. Just a note of hope. We'll stamp that one and add it over top. That way it won't cover up that beautiful die cut. I will add a tiny bit of ribbon since I still had some of this purple ribbon left over from wrapping it around the box. So I'll cut a piece of ribbon here. Normally I'm better prepared, which I was prepared, but when I change my mind, it just doesn't work out. Do you ever change your mind when you're crafting? I'm not the only one, right? So put some adhesive down. I'm going to attach this ribbon. We will pop up this piece with dimensionals. You should see my craft table some days. The area you can see is pretty clean. Sometimes back here in the background, it is a little hard to find things. You probably don't understand, right? Okay, so I'll add that tag, and then these sequins are so pretty. I really like these sequins. And hopefully you know the little trick about applying sequins with a Take Your Pick tool. I use this tool more than most things in my stamping collection. So if you don't have one, it may be something you want to check into. Okay, so here is our, I believe this is my 9th card made with this kit. So I just love these. I think they are so pretty. Hope these give you some extra ideas of what to do with your kit. If you're interested in subscribing, like I said, if you aren't sure where that link is, send me a comment. I will be happy to get it to you. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have hope for tomorrow. I hope if you're going through a difficult time that maybe these cards can help to inspire you and reach out to someone and talk to them. So yeah, I hope you'll join in next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love. Have a wonderful day. Take care.